Let's keep that. I'm serious. Don't delete that. See no ceiling. Coming out, yeah, he nailin'. Audio, I'm top billin'. All of my boys dope dealing. Super whack, I'm no villain. Nigga try to take my flow. Who the hell you think he is? I just wanna make my dough. Gotta take care of my kids. And the boss handle my beers. My peak is so beers. I would never tell no veil. Stick, but I wear no beers. Nigga try to take my flow. Who the hell you think he is? I just wanna make my dough. Gotta take care of my kids. Just hopped off the plane, got the fuck up the game. Insane in the pain, yeah. Niggas know my name, yeah. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Shirt on, moving on the shit down. I ain't shit free, not willing. Broke as a joke, you silly. Get right, bitch, I'm gilly. Bitch, I rock like Millie. Born and raised in Philly. Fuck around and roll like Hilly. Heart so cold, it's chilly. Stole my style, you guilty. Nigga try to take my flow. Who the hell you think he is? I just wanna make my dough. Gotta take care of my kids. Handlebars, handle my beers. My peak is so beers. I would never tell no veil. Spit, but I wear no beards. Nigga try to take my flow. Who the hell you think he is? I just wanna make my dough. Gotta take care of my kids. Just hopped off the plane, got the fuck up the game. Insane in the pain, yeah. Niggas know my name, yeah. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now.
Okay, so here we are on another day, another dollar. I don't even know why I'm live, honestly. I'm just kind of here to be here. I'm filling a slot, if you will. Let's play some music because that's what I suppose I am, a music streamer. A music guy, music mashup person, man, thing, whatever. But I just feel like yapping. I suppose I should put this on just chatting, but I am going to be playing music, so qualifies as a music stream, a DJ stream. So we're going to put it on DJs. Turn that down a little bit. Yes, yes. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I got some chicken and rice here, so that's what I will be eating periodically. I'll turn out the music when I start smacking on the food, so you guys don't get the auditory food ASMR or whatever. But yeah, I felt like going live. We had a little bit of an abrupt ending to the last live stream, so I did finish that song. I can't sleep. Having a bit of trouble quieting the brainworms that everybody is secretly my biggest hater, which basically just means I am my biggest hater, which, you know, of course, we always are, but I think it's something a little bit more serious nowadays, something a little bit more potent, if you will, and it's causing a little bit of sickness, a little bit of, I don't know, crash outness, if you will. So we're dealing with it here, and we're dealing with it by going live because that's how I feel good nowadays. It's either going live or making a video. I don't really feel like making a video right now. I do feel like working out, but man, is it wet as fuck outside. I would have gone live with some IRL stuff for you guys, but nowhere to put the phone. Super wet, super rainy. That is why we ended the stream early last time in the first place, but yeah, I had a good time with the reactions before, so I felt like we can just do an entire reaction stream. Talk about some mental health stuff, talk about some, you know, life stuff, whatever we want to talk about, and just kind of vibe here, you know, you and me, have a chill time with some Google Chrome. Get this in here. And we'll just listen to some instrumentals, react to some videos. You know what I did forget to do for the last couple reaction video ones that I did? I forgot to put the video names and the video creators, the content creators in the description. I forgot to do that, so I will do that this time. I'll watch the VODs and I'll go through and make sure everybody gets their due desserts, you know, if they want it or not, because I feel like some people do hate when I tag them. They're like, oh, look at this disgusting, horrible Koopa here, tagging everybody like a fucking loser, trying to get attention. How dare he try to get it? How dare he try to connect with people and make friends and be cozy and friendly and nice? That's disgusting. Wow, what a fucking loser. I know everybody hates that, so I'll tag them anyways, whether they like it or not, because I know you guys liked me when I tag people and get that thing in there. So nevertheless, we'll try to make this a cozy stream. I don't know how long I'll go for. We might play some Dragon Quest 2 eventually. Dragon Quest 10. It's not Dragon Quest 2, it's Dragon Quest 10, but we'll play that eventually, possibly. But yeah, I don't really know what we'll do today. I'm just kind of chilling. I got my food with me, like I said, and I usually eat and watch a streamer, but for undisclosed reasons, it just doesn't feel good to eat and watch streamers today. It doesn't feel like it's my day, you know, just whatever. It's fine. Who cares? Anyways, moving on from that, ooh, where'd my music go? Is it? Oh yeah, it was just a little bit of a silent section. So yeah, let's look at this video from Aku. Aku usually makes pretty polarizing video titles, and this one's polarizing as well. Your corny friends or keepers. I qualify myself as pretty corny. I'm pretty freaking cringe, you know. I have a corny attitude about me, so we'll see what this one is. This is a pure, unbridled reaction. I have not seen this video before at all, so let's see what it's all about. Okay,
and had time where all the homies and I could schedule a day to hang out, and I was thinking to myself that all my friends are weird and quirky, as I am too. I'm a weird dude, bro. We do normal things, but we don't all have it together, right? All these quote friends that I had in the past, they were mostly normal people, and they weren't corny, or sometimes they didn't make me cringe or say something weird or randomly annoy me. These normal people, they never brought me joy like my weird friends have brought me. When I was in high school too, my senior year, I spoke about these guys before. Like, two of my friends, we played Super Smash Bros. Every Friday at his house. He made all day and night, and even mimic some of the gestures and some of the things he heard in anime. I remember, he would be like, Desu Desu. Like, I don't even know what that means to this day, but like, it just randomly like...
little offhand off the side here. Desu means this, or basically just like a period to the sentence in Japanese. But yeah, I do that too. I mimic the people because I'm super cringe. I have fun though.
Like loops in my head sometimes, like Desu Desu. Like, come on, bro, come on, son. And the other one, he would watch anime a lot too, but he was so like socially awkward. He would get loud randomly. You know, those ones, like, not even angry, like, you know those people who have zero volume control over their voice, like, he's talking really loud, and I would talk really loud. It's like, bro. And he would actually get bullied a lot in school because of that. But those two guys, when we graduated, we all went to different schools, but those two dudes were like the most loyal homies ever. They were weird, they were cringe, they were overly enthusiastic over things I didn't really understand because I didn't even watch anime like that, but they were real ones. And this is where I made my mistake, and I learned this after. I distanced myself from them because when I became an adult, I was working this job and I became more and more asocial in a sense. I did make some friends while at work, and I was dating around as well. Like, these friends and the women I was dating, I was dating. Well, I don't know why I can't say that. They were mostly normal people, right? They actually invited me to do normal things. Like, let's go to this house party. Let's go to the club. We're all meeting at this bar. Come on, let's get some drinks. Come to this pool party. We're going bowling and we're gonna do this. Like, come meet my friends. Let's go to a dance class. Like, look, I could talk to people, but I am not that social. I don't want to go to a club, bro. Like, that stuff is not my vibe. But I would go anyway because they were my new friends, right? And I felt like this is where I need social validation. It's like, is this okay? So I'm meeting friends that aren't like these weebs who make these cringy emoticons and all this whatever it's called, what's it, emotes, all that stuff. And it's like, okay, so this is what it's like to have normal friends, right? Normal social friends. But then sooner or later, my circle got smaller and smaller, and none of these people were named. But what's funny is that during that time period, and like I was spending so much time of my free time online, and these online friends are just like those friends from high school. They're different. They're themselves. They don't play social games or anything of the sort. They don't need all this extra stuff. And they know a lot about me, and I know a lot about them. I mean, we all know how weird both of us are, and it's like, that's okay. That's genuinely okay, man. So now, today, I still have those online friends. We don't talk all the time, maybe once a month, or a maximum of like.
And I think this is a signifier of if you can really call someone a friend, because it's weird. I have this thing where I don't like talking to people for long, undisclosed periods of time, and if I come back to you, then a lot of people will, they'll see it as a character flaw that I can't really respond to a lot of things, or come to terms with the fact that I am not really that socially like reliant. I just don't need it. And that's the thing with these weirdo, cringe, corny types. What was he saying in this video? What did he specifically say? Corny friends. That's the corny individuals are like. They accept you for whatever you are because they know that they're weird. Usually, sometimes people don't know that they're weird, but sometimes it is what it is. But usually they'll know if they're super weird or they're super cringe, and then you can just be like, okay, hey, I'm weird, but in this different way, and they'll be very accepting. The thing is with quote-unquote normies, or whatever you want to call people who aren't corny and cringe all the time, they're very unaccepting of a lot of things that aren't openly acknowledged as acceptable by the group. Not by them as a person, but by the group. If they're, with somebody else, if they're out and about in a place and you do something weird, then they're like, ooh. And that's the main signifier that's different, I feel like, between friends and corny friends. And that's why he's sort of got this message. I like this video. I'm gonna drop a like on it. Go ahead, follow Aku if you want. I unsubbed from him because, like I said, he has a lot of clickbaity titles that are like, your friends are corny, everybody hates you, or whatever the fuck, the clickbaity title, and then you get into the video and I'm like, oh, well, he's kind of base. He kind of has a base opinion about this. So anyways, let's continue on with the video. I'll eat some more food.
We'll talk for a little bit more, but I would say it'll be a maximum of 15 messages. We'll just randomly update each other about something that goes on in our lives. But I have friends in person now that I've been hanging out for like 3 to 4 years now, but they're not anime watchers or weebs or anything, but they all got their own oddities, right? They don't really care about what makes other people cool. They hold it down whether I'm quiet or self-conscious, and I do the same for them. We don't care about social status as much as we used to. When I had those friends and I was dating people who always wanted to do things and, be complete social butterflies and meet people and go to events, it didn't feel real to me. It didn't feel like it worked with me. Some of these guys, like, I remember this too. Remember, this is like old school Aqua anime lore. When I used to stream on Twitch, the clip is no longer online anymore. I was ranting about one of my exes at the time because she was like, she would say all sorts of nonsense, bro. Like, she was like, this is why you have no friends. And what annoyed me about that is because, no, I did have friends. I had, and I still have, these 2 very close friends. But this girl had like 40 friends. And she was always in friend drama. She would always say yes to them, always going out partying, dancing, and all this extra stuff, then complaining about being tired, not getting enough sleep. And again, her being in the middle or dealing with her friends being in drama or something. Like, she's in everyone's business. It's like, this is so miserable. Like what is this, bro? And with my 2 very close friends, my circle was very small. And guess what? We didn't have drama. They brought me more joy than you could ever imagine. They brought me more joy than you did. And like, are you sure you have friends? Like real friends? Or do you need so much social validation that you need to be or need to have a huge circle? Which is ironic now because now my social circle is big, but I keep it cordial for most of them. But there are like 5 to 7 people that I could count within the circle that I could tell anything to. The rest, I just coexist. I don't go out. we don't hang out all the time. We sometimes meet up together. We talk about life. We're friends. They bring me joy. I bring them joy. But none of us really care about social status stuff. We're all weird. All of us are weirdos. We don't care to like, bro, let's go out every night. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. Let's go do all this social outing and stuff like that. Like, because we don't need to make each other happy in that way. Like, one of my best friends, he knows my whole life. I've cried in front of him, he's cried in front of me. He knows all my deepest secrets, and I know his. But we will chat like once a week. Sometimes we just send each other a random meme during the day and react with the laughing emoji and just not talk. Like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're up to. I'm not saying I don't care, but it's like, whatever you're doing, thanks for sending me this meme. It's funny though. I like it that way. And he's very quirky and he's a weird guy. He aggravates me. I aggravate him. But he's one of the most loyal and best friends ever. And that is more valuable than anything else. It's best to just be friends with those who are reliable, even if they're weird or corny or whatever, because those people will be authentic with you. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. I love you all.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that, because it's a funny road to friendship. You know, it's a funny road to understanding people in general, and you guys got to go with people who are naturally akin to your class type, to your style of communication, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Because people always say opposites attract, but that's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily true. It's opposites attract, except when they don't. Because a lot of times, you know, you need somebody who's on your same wavelength to be able to understand you to a certain extent. Of course, we're not going to understand everything about each other and everything in the world, but for the most part, you really do need to have somebody on your similar wavelength, you know, somebody there who is able to grasp what you're putting down and not just, you know, send you a random meme or something to sort of bond, quote unquote, with you. Like, those relationships are okay, but I don't even call them friends, you know, I call them acquaintances. And this is the sad thing about my life, is I feel like I really don't have a lot or any friends really because of that, because I'm just acquaintance maxing, you know. But it is what it is. If you are in this state where you're on the lonely road, you know what I'm saying, you're on the progression road, then it is what it is, you know. You can't deny that some people will be there for you and a lot of people won't, you know. And so you just gotta you gotta work with what you got. You gotta deal with the can of cards that you've been dealt, you know, in whatever way you feel like is right and proper for you. And not worry about, you know, what you lack or what you don't have, or like, they don't like me, this area, this friend group is not good for me, whatever the fuck. You know, you can't worry about things like that. You have to keep your eyes to the sky, keep your head moving forward, and just progress, you know what I'm saying? And not worry about all the things, disregard people's opinions, and be like, hey, maybe they do hate me. That doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing, you know? Maybe they are tired of me. That doesn't mean I'm going to cease and just let people, and just let my dreams sit by the wayside, you know? I have things to do. I have a vision of myself that I want to make real. And so I'm gonna work my best to do it, you know? And that's just it. You have to know who you are and who you're meant to be, and quiet those voices down that tell you that you can't do it or you're not enough, because you are enough. You are 110% enough. You have the power, the grace, the majesty to do it. I believe. And if you think and believe in yourself, then that's all you need to do. That's all you really need to embody, you know, just the belief that you can and that you will make it. And that you can do it friendless or friendful, you know. But the people that you need in your life will come to you when you adapt this sort of perspective in the first place. When you're like, I could do it with or without, that's when the people who really want to be there will start flooding your inbox. It just takes a while. It just takes a long while, especially if you're on the journey and you're not really, if you're half-assing it, you know, if you're there and you're kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like I feel like I am at a lot of times. Not all the time. Sometimes I'm locked in, you know, but I feel like a lot of times it's like I just can't afford to be, you know. My mind can't force myself to be in a state where it's just me and the game, you know. It's just me and the system, and it's me fighting against everything that's proper and right. You know, it's something where it's like, I need the distractions. I need the distractions. I need the vices. I need the debauchery. I need the tomfoolery in my life because that's just who I am. You know, and I'm not mad at it. I don't really, you know, wish it would stop or wish I was a different person. I just gotta lock in on who I am. And once again, the people who will, you know, want to be there or want to be around you, they'll come. They'll come. They'll find their way to you. You can't worry about that part. If you the thing is, if you worry about that part, you realize how ruthless the game is and how evil and disgusting people are, and then it gets to a whole shabackle of brainworms and self-doubt and all this bullshit. So you can't focus on that. You can't focus on that. What you have to focus on is basically your own progress, your own, you know, who you were yesterday and how to be better than that. You know, how I thought the sync was still on. That's why I looked back there. You know, how to be the best version of whatever version of yourself that you want to be. You know, I don't know necessarily what that version is, but you got to quiet your mind down in order to be able to reach that, in order to be able to find that out. So hopefully we're on the journey to finding that one out. We're on the journey to discovering. But thank you guys for stopping by the stream. I do appreciate all of the support from Kick, from Twitch, and from YouTube. I want to thank you VOD watchers as well. We got the VODs on YouTube. Go ahead and watch the last stream VOD. We started this, the track that I played for the title track this time. I just didn't finish it because the whole rain thing, rainstorm happened. So yeah, and it's really funny because the streamer Rain that I do indeed follow, very, very good streamer, very awesome streams. I just tuned into my first one. It was a fun time. I played some Pokemon, and I watched the VODs of them doing some vocal training, and they had just like YouTube videos, and they were just reacting to it. And that's what kind of convinced me to put the YouTube videos up here, up there, and start reacting to them while I was playing the gameplay. So I want to thank you, Rain. Thank you so much for just being here. You know, just doing your thing. And being a person of love, courage, and enlightenment. You know, whatever you are, wherever you are, I do appreciate you. We love all types and all kinds around here, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good streamer. It's a good, cozy space to be. So I love to give my appreciation where appreciation is due. I realized I didn't say that the last time as well. But yeah, that is where I got the idea from. I was watching some VODs and I was like, you know, this is a great idea. And then, you know, because I watched the VODs, I got the idea from that. I was like, I might as well drop a follow. I'll see how it feels to stop in a stream. And it was quite cozy. So, you know, I'm happy that I did it. I'm happy that I took a chance to, you know, try and talk to people, because that's not usually what I do. Usually I'll lurk on a stream for years and years and years before I even say a word. I have a lot of streams that I've just been lurking on. I've just been checking out and seeing how the chat is, seeing how the people are, and I just don't say anything because I just don't feel like it. I don't really have the energy. But today, even after stream where I was like, oh, I'm super tired. I don't know. If you guys watch my last VOD, the 164, episode 164, I believe it was. This is 164.5. And on 164, I started it and I was like, oh man, I'm so tired. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream for that long. It's raining outside as well, so it's making me tired. I did not sleep. I'm so tired. I'm still tired now. And if I start to get sleepy on stream, I'll make a coffee. But yeah, I have a problem with that. I do have a big problem with just being tired, but not being able to sleep. And it's not like I'm just gonna lay in bed and toss and turn for hours and hours. I'm gonna do stuff, you know? So I watch streams, I lurk in the streams, I listen to music, I play some Dragon Quest, play some video games. Now lately I haven't been playing video games because I do it all live, you know? I haven't been playing Dragon Quest unlive. I just play it all live for you guys so that you can see the grinding process, and then we can, you know, we can have fun here just talking and yapping and stuff. But yeah, that is basically the process of it. And I think, you know, anyone who's dealing with insomnia really shouldn't fight it in the whole, you know, oh, I have to get drugs to go to sleep, or I have to, you know, force myself to just lay in bed and get to bed. Especially if you don't have a strict schedule for your work. Now, see, the problem is a lot of, you know, people have jobs and strict schedules for their work, so they have to go to sleep at a certain time to get to, you know, work on time and not be, you know, passing out on the road and shit. That's the main problem with it. But if you can, embrace the insomnia. You know what I'm saying? Like stay up for however long you can and just use it for productive means. The nighttime is really good for me because it's somewhere where I can work out without having the threat of sweating out and, you know, absolutely destroying my clothes with sweat and disgustingness. So I can walk and stuff when it's nighttime. Now I can't walk now because it's super wet outside. I might still walk anyways. I just don't have my boots with me. Their boots are, you know, actually I think my boots are in my car. I think I actually did get them. Hold on. So I might be able to walk somewhere. I might be able to walk today. I just have bad shoes for them in the house. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Let me put some Luda in it. I could grab some different boots to walk. Oh, I need to empty out my inventory too. But yeah, that's the main thing about life, guys. Man, it's very hard to love myself. I will openly and honestly admit that. It's very hard for me to love myself because I feel like I'm just a fuck up. And I feel like that's not a wrong statement. I do fuck up a lot of shit, but you know, I don't fuck up everything, right? So why not just focus on the things that I don't fuck up, you know? Why not just relax into the things that I do right? I can't do that. It's very hard for me. It's very, very hard for me personally to be like, I may have done this and this and this and this and this wrong, but let's look at what I did right and let's just focus on those. It's very hard for me to do that. And it's a skill that I'm slowly learning to embrace, to sort of ignore myself and ignore the faults that I may or may not have. But let's go and watch this other video here. We have Gerby Johnson. We got Gerber, and he is talking about, let's see what he's talking about here. Let me go and load this up here. Gerby Johnson. Expand dong. I have wasted my youth. Is it too late for me? Oh, this is going to be a banger. I think this is going to be a banger. So Gerby, he usually starts out with some raps. Let me see if I can time this so that it goes with my song that I have right here instead of using his music. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Gerby. Look, still remember that day in New York vividly. The day when the Twin Towers became history. She gave me brain, I guess we had some chemistry. My dreams cracked and they faded into memory. The days passed, I saw the limbs off the given tree. Life's a bitch, I still can't tell if she is into me. Keep rolling the dice, I might get lucky like I'm Silverstein. Larry Silverstein. Making money like I'm Larry Silverstein. What's up, gerbils?
Hey, Larry Silverstein. Larry, Gary, Gerby. Wigger missiles. Whoa. Okay. Let's go.
Is it over? Is it too late for you?
It's always too late.
Is it too late for me? People are always worried about their age. How every day they're drawing closer to death. They have a limited time on this earth. And they feel like they're not using it. They're not doing anything. Now this has been an existential thing that resonates throughout all time.
True.
Aging.
True.
Memento mori. Remember death. It's always been a thing people thought about, but now it is uniquely pertinent because people are not reaching basic stages of development. There is infantilization.
Yeah, we're all children.
The economy, the houses, they're not getting married, having kids. They're not reaching, they're less socialized. They have less of a real identity. They're not developing as people becoming adults. This is happening with millennials, Gen Z. They're not really growing up. And I know this resonates especially now. One of my most popular videos is called Why Young Men Are Not Growing Up. And I get it. It's a real thing. You're a grown man, but you feel still like a boy. There are many factors today that just stunt people. You don't get certain things you need in this phase. There's more you need, there's more you want, but time keeps marching on. So people are underdeveloped. They're underdeveloped socially. They're underdeveloped in terms of the skills they have, their capabilities, a lot of the time. And so they ask, is it too late for me? People ask me these types of questions. People ask these types of questions everywhere. I assume most people, including me, they think thoughts like this. Is it too late for me? Or they at least worry about their age in relation to what they've done, what they're doing. Dudes be 22 with no social or economic momentum trying to turn their whole life around like, bro, it's too late. I'm just kidding. But of course they're thinking things like this. You ask yourself these kinds of things in your head, is it over? And here's the thing. It's a stupid and completely unhelpful and ridiculous question. It's only over when it's over.
It's only over when it's over.
Before that, it's over when you say it's over. I get it. Okay?
Also true.
You're a 25, 26-year-old guy, and you're a loser. You don't have a social life, a romantic life. You don't have many skills. You don't have money. From your mid-20s to your mid-30s, the amount of time itself, a decade,
yeah.
motivation,
consistency, yeah.
It's like if you don't reach these certain things by this time, your prospects of reaching them in the future decrease as your sort of neuroplasticity and everything goes down. I understand, I get how you feel, but this is about solutions. This is about bloomer propaganda. And here's the thing. It's just pointless to ask yourself if it's too late to constantly worry about this kind of shit. It's completely impractical. It gets you nowhere. I'm not going to tell you that if you're actually undeveloped, it's completely meaningless or it doesn't matter at all that you missed out on some things. I'm not going to tell you that it doesn't matter at all that you wasted time. And everybody's wasted time. In fact, properly mourning that could behoove you, so you can move forward. But it's just totally pointless, ridiculous, and bitch to always ask yourself if it's too late, always try to second guess yourself, try to identify with this kind of emotion. Think about a dog that had its leg cut off or something. A three-legged dog. They still run, they still swim, they're still going. Occasionally
this is true.
They stumble, occasionally they fuck up. But
this is true.
They're retarded. They don't think about it. They just keep going and keep being.
And that's that. I feel like this is the main lesson of the whole fucking thing, you know. Oh, hold on. I can't pause. I can't pause the right way. No, I did pause. Okay, hold on. Yeah. So this is the main thing. This is the main lesson from the whole video. I think is where he's gonna just be like, "Hey guys, stop fucking thinking so goddamn much." You know, it really is the problem with a lot of people in society because we just have so much room to think. We have so much space to think. We have so many things to think about. We have not a lot of fears that we just have to act on. And we have to just like, oh, well, this, you know, like back in my day, but, you know, prehistoric times, we used to run from saber-toothed tigers and be like, oh shit, where's my next meal? Where am I gonna eat? You know, what's gonna happen to me? I have to figure out the world by doing it. We don't have to figure out the world by doing it anymore. We can figure out the world by research. And the problem with that is that it's not real research. Conversely, it's not real people. It's, you know, that are conducting these things. It's like, you know, nobody really matters but you. You are the only real person in your psyche. So you take all these people's opinions and all their advice when it really doesn't compare to you, and you think about everything as if it's in some sort of you know, ball of consciousness, and you are outside on the outside looking in, and you're like, ah, yes, it's me. This is the thing that I need to do. When in really it's not. You know, and everybody's just kind of lying to you and telling you about their personal balls. It's just our balls look similar. No, but your balls are different. Your balls are shaped differently, man. And you got to realize that, you know, you have to figure it out by doing. You have to figure it out by taking actions, you know? You have to figure it out by just being bold and having confidence and being like, I don't care if this is the right decision. I need to make a decision, you know? Like, I don't care what the fuck it is. I don't care where the fuck I'm going. I don't care who the fuck is happening right now. I just need to move. You know, I just need to activate. I just need to go. And a lot of people aren't comfortable with that atmosphere, with that action of just going. Which that's what you stop thinking and go.
You just gotta keep
Accept
going.
Where you're at. Just keep going. And there it is. And he said it. Keep going. We are not the same. Nobody is.
Showing, or maybe they are. Maybe their shit actually is that dope. Sometimes it is. Oh, I'm 22 and I've never talked to a girl. Is it too late for me? I'm 27. I don't have any skills. What am I gonna do? Is it too late for me? Is it over? I'm 32. I haven't left my room in 4 years. Is it too late for me? Is it over? Is it too late? Too late for what? It's a fucking inane question. It means nothing. Are you here? Are you okay? Are you going to continue living? If so, operate as if it's not over. Because it's not. There's nothing to decide
Yeah.
it's over. It's or
Because
it's too
yeah,
late
there
for
you go.
If you've reached a certain point or haven't done certain things, you have will. You decide. There are those who have, are, and will continue to turn their life around at all different ages, from all different sorts of situations. The only reason you would exclude yourself from the group of people who are able to do that sort of thing is by identifying as a loser man-child, by identifying with these situations, with these emotions. I don't want to get all woo-woo. That's not you, bro. You are the experiencer, the will. You are behind all of it. No, but
Yep.
that's
Yep.
actually,
I believe I've said this on another stream, but we are not the actual thoughts that we have. We're not these thoughts of, oh my gosh, it's too late for me. Oh my gosh, I can't survive because of this, that, and that other. We're not those thoughts. We are the observer of those thoughts. So if you're like, oh, my brain's telling me that I'm a fuck up and everybody hates me, you can just observe those thoughts. You don't have to act on them. You don't have to really, you know, put that into motion and this is where it's at. You know, you don't have to do that. You don't have to. You can, but you don't have to act on those. You can act on completely different thoughts. You can portray a completely different wavelength on yourself. But a lot of people don't realize that, you know, we are the outside looking in. We are not, you know, the horrible detriments that we're not the mistakes, you know, we're not the mistakes that we make. We're not the horrible detriments of psyches that we have. We're not the sum of all the bullshit that is caked onto us by religion and laws and, you know, our parents and stuff like that. We are us. We are the one. We are human, you know, and that's all you really need to focus on, you know. That's all you really need to think about and truly lock in on is you and what you believe in, you know. And for a lot of people it's different things. For me, it's this music and it's the love and it's just trying to push out as much positivity and hope as I possibly can in my own way, you know, using the show, using the platform, using the chats that I enter in other people's, you know, chat rooms and try to give them hope. It's whatever it is, you know, whatever it is, I try to just instill into people that there's a reason to move on. There's a reason to keep going. There's a reason to still stay here and follow your dreams, you know, whatever those dreams may be. Follow your dream person. Because it's all about the person we're becoming. It's all about the people that we will be soon and later. And it's all about, you know, the journey to wherever that person is. You know, the Shonen Jump journey. Oh my gosh. To become the greatest fighter of all time. The greatest musician. The greatest entertainer. You know what I'm saying? And it's about the journey of that, you know, that we go through, you know, and all these silent portions and stuff like that. You don't have to act on those things that say that it's too late for your journey to start and begin, go places, you know, continue on. And it's like, for what too? You know, we're not really aiming towards like conceivable goals. And if you are, change the goal to an inconceivable goal, because you do not want to reach it, my friend. You do not want to fucking reach your goals. I'm just gonna tell you it like that. Have dreams bigger than the fucking moon, because once you reach them, you'll know what true hell really is.
Over like the statistics, and if you understand, whatever, you're just a goyim. That's all. That's the end of the discussion. People are gonna come in and try to explain to me why it's actually over. You're just a goyim. That's all you are, because you are being harvested for your fear. With
True.
your apathy, your black, that's all just a cover for fear. You're being harvested.
Good news too, guys. I'm getting sleepy, so we probably will be ending pretty soon. I'll probably just go for an hour. I'll complete the Book of Bosses.
So you're just a goal. It might be bleak. You can feel that. You can accept that. You might be the dog with its leg chopped off. But you got to keep going. So the question becomes, what inspires action? We have to act. Doesn't matter where you are. If you're here, it's not over. If you are here, it's not over. Until death, all defeat is psychological. You have to act. So the question is, what inspires action? Even no matter how bleak it looks. You're 48 years old, you have no friends, you have no money, you have no skills, whatever. You're here. What inspires action? Does it help you to worry about your age? Some people think it might. You know, you have to like think about these things, feel that fear, and then use it to propel you. Does it help you when you worry? when you think about your age, when you think about all these things, when you remember death, does this help you act? Does this help you move? This is the only thing worth considering. This is the only way it would be logical to worry about this kind of thing, is if it motivates action. If by worrying about your aging, your lack of skill, your lack of socialization at any given age, if it makes you fix these things. And I can't be certain, maybe sometimes...
Yeah, and some people have that skill set. Some people can worry about it and fix it. I can't do that. I gotta just fix it. I can't have it in my brain. I just gotta let that shit flow through.
Conclusion, I would say it doesn't. It's not good. If I'm thinking about the sort of people who maybe are living that ideal young life, they're young, they're having all sorts of fun, they're doing stuff, they're making moves, they're moving, they're in the flow, they're doing it naturally.
The flow state, if you will.
I think it's the latter. I don't know if people who are really doing all this kind of stuff are constantly propelled by the sort of fear that they're going to get older.
No.
Or if they're just doing it because they feel good.
No. See, that's the thing. Like, you can tell when somebody's like, you know, they're stressing and they're like, you know, going over it and they're like, oh God, the whole world is against me. I can't do this, you know. And it comes out in things that they create, you know, and you can tell when people are just creating out of love and people are just, oh, hey, I'm here because I want to be here. And I understand that the work is going to get me through it. So I'm just going to do my best to push the thoughts aside that tell me that I'm this crazy, horrible thing and move with courage forward to the objective that I want. You can tell the difference between moving with fear and moving with love. And you got to choose love every time. You have to. You have to. There's really no other option unless, you know, like I said, some people do work off of that. Some people do work off of that fear and they openly and honestly have that power to, I don't know, I guess alchemize the fear into something that's useful. I don't. Like I said, I need to get the brainworms out. I need to. I can't operate with them. You know what I'm saying? I have to. And it sucks because the thing is, matter can never be created nor destroyed. So I realize, you know, when I get them out, I'm openly putting them on somebody else. You know, I'm injecting somebody else with that same fear. And it's like, it's not fair, but it's the rules of life. You know, this is the way, it's the flow of time. You know, it's the circle of life. Hakuna Matata, you know, it means no worries. So I can't even worry about the fact that, you know, energy is never created nor destroyed. So somebody else is getting my funk, you know? It's just like Childish Gambino said, it's like to be happy just means somebody else ain't. And this is a very, very true thing, which is why I am always, always internally grateful for whatever feelings that come upon me, you know, whether they be good, bad, or somewhere in between. You know, it's always something to be grateful for. There's always something to be thankful for. There's always something to, you know, be hopeful that people are, oh, we got a bot on Twitch. There's always something to be grateful for and thankful for, and there's something they love. You know, there's something to openly and honestly give love to. Stream manager. And get rid of the bot. Thank you guys for stopping by the way. I always love to see the bots in Twitch because it just means people are watching. It just means the bots know that I'm gaining traction, you know? So thank you bots. Let me just ban this bot here. Yes, thank you Twitch viewers, thank you Kick viewers, thank you YouTube Shorts viewers, thank you YouTube horizontal viewers, and also thank you to the VOD watchers. We are having a good stream right now. I'm going to finish off the Book of Bosses, we're going to finish off this Gerby video, and then we're probably just going to listen to some music for the rest of the stream and just chill out with some grinding until I decide to end. I am getting a little tired, which is like, thank God, because I've had kind of a day today. We did drive a lot. Like I said, I got the hair done, I got the hair did. You know what I'm saying? Looking all snazzy with the shit, so I had to drive a bit for that, and then I also had a gig around the same place, so it was a long day, but we made some progress, we made some money, and we're here now, so I'm thankful, I'm grateful, but I wish I could sleep. Oh, excuse me with that burp, that was nasty. I wish I could sleep. I really do. But we'll be thankful for whatever amount of sleep we get tonight. I probably will go to bed like around 3 a.m. or whatever, like usual, 4 a.m. or so. Wake up. I believe I woke up like right before I left, so I woke up at like 11 or 12. And do it all over again. Not sure when I'm going to go live again. And also, I think I don't want to say anything about Ghost Shadow 1 or whatever he was or whoever he was, but I don't know if that was a real person. I don't know how many people just like to drop one message in chat and just leave, but it was weird. I did respond to him. I didn't go into Discord because I'm very scared of Discord. I'm scared to even link my Twitch to Discord. It's a scary place for me. Honestly, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. And I'm thankful for the people that do accept me for the weird way that I do engage with Discord, and I'm always on there at off times when the least amount of people are online, just searching through and looking at shit. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel weird when I'm on a board of this is the same with Reddit for me too. I feel weird when I'm on a board and that I'm involved in, and there's like 100 people online, and there's just like no movement. It's like, what are these 100 people doing? They're just reading things? Are they just searching through things? And it's like, what are they searching through? What are they going through? And it's just that all these thoughts come in my mind that don't need to be there, that are openly and honestly destroying my psyche. And I'm like, it's just somewhere where I don't really need to be. And it's kind of like Twitch. You know, Twitch, I can lurk on spaces. You know, I can. Do you? I feel like people do, and that's a little strange to me. That's a concept that I will not understand. I don't think. I think chilling on message boards and chilling on streams is a very different activity to me personally. But I see how the two can be conflated to be similar. I can see that, you know? It's just with an actual video and people talking to me, I feel like it's a different podcast format that I can get behind, and I can actively do other things while going through it. With searching through message boards and stuff like that, it's like an active activity that you really have to get into. And I realize now that going through Discord while like watching something is probably what people are doing. You know, they probably have, you know, a stream on in the background or a video on in the background, and then they're searching through Discord because it's like, you know, I need something in my hands to do, you know, other than just watching something or just, having the video in front of me or being in the chat, you know. So I get it. I'm starting to understand step by step, but it still feels very strange indeed. Very strange indeed. One of these days I'll fully understand it, and once again, I am super thankful for everybody on Discord that I interact with. Extremely thankful, because I feel like everything I say and everything I do is incredibly cringe and weird and stupid. So just people interacting with me at all, I'm thankful for. And people coming to the stream at all, I'm extremely thankful for. So once again, let's say thank you. Twitch viewers, Kick viewers, once again, YouTube Shorts and YouTube Live viewers, and the VODs viewers. You guys watching the VODs, I can't tell you how much that means to me. Watching the VODs is a crazy thing that people do for a live stream. I think it really shows your dedication to the streamer. You know, it shows your dedication to just being there. You know, like if I can't catch it live, you know, I'll catch just the visions, the remnants of them live. You know, and that's a wonderful thing, because it really can give you a sort of outline of how the live performance is. You know, I do watch VODs too myself. Sometimes I watch VODs for people that I'm just curious about. Sometimes I watch VODs for people that I'm really dedicated to. But yeah, I do appreciate it. I appreciate any kind of support, you know. So if you're here for 5 seconds, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, the whole stream, I don't care. I do love it. It's something that I love doing, so I like that people are along for the ride. And let's finish off this Gerby video. I'm not going to talk too much for the rest of Gerby. We're just going to let him ride.
Because they have energy. They're just moving. I think people waste a lot of time thinking about how they're wasting time.
True.
Does it really help you move? I don't think it does.
I do that.
In my opinion, it's very inconsistent. See, because I don't have this...
I'm getting better at it, though. I'm getting better at just moving and being like, stop thinking about how much you're not moving. Just move.
About how older I'm getting and how I'm not doing enough.
Just start the stream. Just go live.
Maybe I'll
yeah.
hear something, a song or something that'll make me feel nostalgic or weird. Maybe I'll go do something fun and I'll be like, wait, what have I been doing all this other time? I should be doing more fun stuff like this. Maybe I'll see something online that'll make me go, what am I doing with my life? And this impacts me, this creates a feeling, and maybe it inspires action a little bit, but it fades away. And it's almost like the nature of these kinds of emotions is they're like pendulums. It happens, it triggers this emotion, oh, I'm getting older, I'm not doing anything, I gotta move. Often the very next morning, as the pendulum swings to the other side, it's like the complete opposite. You're like, oh, none of that shit matters. I don't care. I got plenty of time, or it doesn't matter anyways, or whatever. This is my experience. Is it something triggers this sort of like, oh, I'm getting older, and you worry about it for like a few days max, maybe you get something done, but then it just swings. And then you're like on the other side of the stuff. I'm like re-downloading Steam. So this is the first problem with holding on to these kind of emotions. Oh, it's too late. Oh, I'm getting older. It's inconsistent, and it causes a fluctuation where you're not producing enough consistent action to get anywhere. Another problem with it is I'd say it's just inhibiting. I think the people who do things, they feel good. They're not thinking about it. I think you waste time thinking about wasting time. I thought these same thoughts a year ago. What have I done since then? You've inhibited yourself. You kind of locked yourself up, kept yourself from just moving forth, meeting the world, because you have these weird ideas in your head. You've identified with this idea that you're some chopped unk that can't fucking do something for some reason. That it's too old to learn a new skill or whatever. So from where I'm looking at it, if you're asking yourself, is it too late? Is it over? That's a dumb question. Unless you're a goyim who has, if it's over or if it's too late. And what about worrying about your age, worrying about getting older? This is also pointless because it inhibits you and it's inconsistent. It doesn't actually provide motivation for action, which we've established. We're here, we're living here. You might be a little stunted, but you have to go forward. So you want to think thoughts and have an identity which allows you to act and move forward. What do you do with these emotions when they appear? You don't try to hold on to them. You don't get pulled into their rhythm. You just feel them. You can mourn them. You can truly feel them.
Flow through them. Flow through them. Just let them go. Yeah. You let the stream pass on. And you keep moving.
With them. You don't keep jacking off and being gay. When whatever stimuli triggers this feeling, you feel it. It dissolves. You let it go. And you move. So you have to feel good about it. And this is an internal decision that you make. If you are proficient enough at controlling your thoughts, at remaining childlike and positive, there is a causal plane, and it is not physical. But let me just give you some things, a little bit of white pills to push you in that direction. I'm saying this to myself as much as anybody else. Too late for a lot of things is in your head. People are like, oh, I'm 26. Is it too late to change careers? Oh, is it too late to go to college? Is it too late to do this, do that? A lot of domains are very shallow. It's just a bunch of NPCs running around. I know I talked against that in my last recording, but there's truth to it.
There's truth, yeah.
You're normie, but it's only like a certain part, whatever. You can learn new things, you can get good at new things. Unless you're trying to be like an Olympian, unless you're trying to be a professional athlete, a professional musician, unless you're trying to talk to underage girls, then it is too late. Really, and this is increasingly true, you need to have a setup to be one of these athletes or musicians. I think of Alyssa Liu. That's like an extreme example. And there were more. There are more of the examples of these people in the Olympics. But she was like an IVF baby created by this rich Chinese guy, molded to be an ice skating prodigy, right? She didn't know her mother. Bro just selected the white eggs. Don't hate the player, hate the game. He went to the place, he said, I want the Aryan egg, please. I think she's Chinese, and that's more Japanese. Let me see if I can pull out a Chinese from the bag here. They come with air wall? Can I get air, please?
Oh my gosh, that was so racist.
With the anonymous
Yo!
woman genetics.
Yo!
And then he molded that cute little hoe into becoming what she became. And it would be kind of weird to compare yourself to her because she had all this setup. And even if they're not IVF babies, the similar cases with basically all Olympians and many athletes too. It's increasingly rare for these coming from the bottom stories. Same with a lot of these young star musicians. There's less coming up from the hood stories, especially because rap's less popular now. And it's just kids from more wealthy, rich families, kids who come from Nickelodeon and shit. And here's the thing, I'm not resentful or mad about it. That's cool. If these people come from these good situations and then they're the ones who can make the art, that's fine. That's what it is.
True.
Now. When
Yeah,
Rick
Nepo babies.
starts releasing albums at 20 years old, I'm not like, oh, yeah, I'm mad because he had a better situation. I'm like, let's bump that shit.
Yeah.
You know? I'm bumping Cameron Winter. I'm bumping Two Hall. I'm not mad about it. It's probably gas, bro. And here's something I'll offer you. Maybe you could just like also not care. It's like whatever.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about a little bit before too. You know, you don't have to disregard. You don't have to follow every opinion that comes along your path.
Immanuel Kant maxing. Let me pull this up. This is Immanuel Kant, great philosopher. Kant never left his hometown, Königsberg. Today's Kaliningrad. Never married, never changed his daily schedule or his diet, and died, presumably happy and mildly bored, at the age of 80. His last words were, "It's fine." So you could actually think about Kant maxing. And this was very, very well played because Immanuel Kant was a turbo manlet, 5'2", and maybe people were a bit shorter back then in Prussia, but they weren't 5'2". This guy was a real manlet, and people walking around 5'7", 5'8", oh, I'm a manlet. Stolen valor. This is a real ass manlet.
Stolen valor.
If you're a real ass manlet, real wiglet, I would maybe consider Immanuel Kant maxing because you weren't gonna like have that much fun anyway. You can do that. You can control your thoughts. You can be empty to all the provocations of the world and just be like, it doesn't matter. What's next? See, he was a real smart fella. You know, Critique of Pure Reason. That's pretty dense. I'm not gonna pretend to be an expert on it.
It's a little loud, so I'm gonna turn this down.
But bro was looking for what's next, really. And here's the thing about it: even people who have very like exciting youths who do all this stuff, it could be that they end up with just as much of a sense of loss as people who never experienced any of it. Because it goes away, it fades. And what do they have? Just like memories? Does it really make them super happy? It's gone. They're old. Everybody gets old. So the real way to win is to be able to let go, to have the mental acuity and the spiritual depth to let go of these kinds of things and be empty. The thing that wastes the most time now is the internet.
Yeah, true. I really wish that we didn't have it. I really wish we didn't have it.
It just moves extremely fast, and the way your memory works when engaging through algorithmic entertainment, you don't remember all the reels you watched, all the different stuff you scrolled through.
Hell no.
All
the porn, all the prawn, you don't remember. You don't remember. You try as you might.
And
you gotta bookmark that shit.
Basically all like
you don't remember.
Blue light technology, Black Mirrors. And the thing is, it's also the ultimate resource to learn anything. You could get good at so much if you could actually just use it as a tool without being sucked into it, without it taking your soul. This is what I mean when I say a lot of things are shallow, especially with the resources everybody has at their fingertips now. You can get so good at so much with the actual amount of time you have. It's like a white pill and a black pill, but you can use it as a white pill. This is affecting like everybody, the time suck that is technology, and just tons of people, especially as they get younger, they're so inept. It's easier and easier to be impressive. Let's say
I would say that.
As time progresses, it's like you might be a loser. Like you might not even be that good at anything. But if you're able to just use the internet, take the information there, use it, and get away like a bandit without it taking all of your time, without it sucking you in, and without getting completely one-shot by algorithmic entertainment.
Yeah. Because it's just like a tool. It's just like, I wish guns didn't exist. I wish we were still at sword fighting times. Or at least we had laser guns. Like, come on now.
You could become good at something, turn things around in like a year. A year is so long if you actually have the will, if you actually have the mental control. Be a real normal dude, kind of a loser, but the bar is low. It's kind of like Idiocracy, because the main character is like a normal guy, kind of like unimpressive, kind of a bum. He gets in the chamber, I forget the exact details, but he's transported into the future. Everybody's dumb. Everybody's tarded. And then he ends up like ruling that bitch because everybody's so stupid. And that's kind of what it is. If you're just a sensitive young man who can not continuously degenerate yourself with technology. And that is a choice you make,
Yeah.
but barely anybody will make it.
True.
People
Very,
know
very
about
few.
it.
Very,
It's
very few.
it requires a lot of control. Because here's the problem, man. There's a lot of helpful stuff on the internet. There's a lot of life-changing information. You could learn skill. You could do a lot of things. You probably have saved videos. Watch later. Saved.
Watch later. We're going through the watch later right now.
Saved reels.
Yeah.
With good information there, but ultimately, the medium becomes the message for the vast majority of people. They'll never actually extract these things from the screens, take it, apply it to their life. It's just another thing. If I could have all the information, I could give you like 5 books to read that will make every realm of your life immaculate. I could give you the exact advice on what to do to make everything perfect. If I knew that, I could sit here and tell you. And just simply because this is a video on YouTube provided by an algorithm, most people could hear this and not even do shit about it. The reason anybody would make videos that are helpful at
90%
all is for like the small percentage of people that will actually apply it in the world, that will actually act on it. For most people, the medium just becomes the message. It doesn't matter what is being provided, even if it's life-changing, brilliant advice. It's just another thing on the screen, and the screen is just used to pass their time. And that is the tricky part of the internet. It can suck you in. It can be kind of addictive, especially if there are voids in your life, which many people have now. But it's actually like very helpful. Everybody has to use it. You know, people have this idea where like everything on the internet is fake.
But 90% of it is.
That come from the internet. People are getting radicalized on the internet. It's all fake. The real world is just totally different. That's actually the real world. Not really. A lot of the information on the internet, what is allowed to happen by just everybody around the world, it can actually be more earnest on the internet than in the real world. The internet provides a truth, a reality that outside doesn't provide. It's like a hyper reality. There is truth here inaccessible. And it can be good.
It is a different reality though. And they're merging
like,
slowly.
Spend some time.
IRL on the internet.
Some holes. You can encounter some information that is true, that is real. It'll open your eyes a bit. But it gets to a point where it goes too far. You need both. And you need to be able to use the internet as a tool. Very sparingly, very thoughtfully, like only men. And it is true that there is a wider gap. There is a uniquely wide gap between men and women when it comes to their social capital, their dating history, etc. But in terms of the actual numbers, there are actually more under-socialized women and under-socialized men. It's just the women are crawling at a more steady pace, where the men is more... The gap is wider. You have to be active and intentional the way you socialize. Like, community isn't just provided in the social fabric like it has been. But again, you get nothing by thinking it's over or worrying about how old you are. Just go. Be free. Be open. We're here, brother. Every day is a gift, a new opportunity. It ain't over until it's over. You got the potential, you just got to get out of your own way, brother. Do great things. Go forth.
True. Go forth. Go forth, my friends. Do great things. Be great people. Don't watch hit movies on hit TV shows. Fuck these hit movies and TV shows. I think we're actually done with YouTube, by the way. Let's just get that out of there. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what Gerby was saying. Gerby, that was Gerbert Johnson. Actually, let me pull this one up once more, just so I can give him his due diligence. Let me go back here. Mute that. This was Gerby. Oh my goodness, he's still on this other fucking video. Jesus Christ. Here we go. This is Gerbert's Void. I have wasted my youth. Is it too late for me? I'm going to go ahead and like the video because that was a good one. Thank you for watching it with me. That was a fun time that we did. Go ahead and like that video. Go ahead and give Gerbert a follow. He's going to be in the description too, because I'm going to remember to do it. Because I'm going to remember to put him in the description this time. And I'm probably going to update the other ones too. if I am insomniac and I don't sleep, which probably is gonna be a thing. But if not, I'll do it in the morning. And I don't know when I'm gonna go live again, but who knows? Who knows? I'm trying to get a match right now. It's not really working, so I might just wait a couple of hours and do it later at night. But we'll get one match in before our ending song, which is RO Grime and some Sonic. Before we do that, though, let's just play some random music while we wait and listen. Thank you so much for stopping by this stream today, guys. It has been a fun one. Thank you for watching these videos with me and hanging and chilling and vibing and subbing and following and watching and just being here. Just being alive and trying to better yourself is all you really need to do. Remember, we are not on anyone's timeline but our own. We can make it. We can be the person that we're meant to be. It just takes a little bit of gumption. It just takes a little bit of courage, okay? So let's play the main playlist and let's turn it up, okay?
Let's keep that.
We got Undersea Palace Clones by Tierra.
I'm serious. Don't delete that. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. Track like that shit killer. I just got holes in the middle. I ain't been home in a minute. I ain't never seen no ceiling. Coming out, yeah, he nailing. Audio, I'm top billing. All of my boys dope billing. Super whack, I'm no villain. Nigga try to take my flow. Who the hell you think he is? I just wanna make my dough. Gotta take care of my kids. And the boss handle my beers. I beat this and beers. I would never tell no veil. Spit, but I wear no beards. Nigga try to take my flow. Who the hell you think he is? I just wanna make my dough. Gotta take care of my kids. Just hopped off the plane, dropped the flop out the game. Insane in the pain, yeah. Niggas know my name, yeah. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. I ain't shit afraid, I will it. Broke as a drug, you silly. Get right, bitch, I'm Gilly. Bitch, I rock like Millie. Born and raised in Philly. Fuck around and roll like Hilly. Heart so cold, it's chilly. Stole my style, you guilty. Nigga try to take my flow. Who the hell you think he is? I just wanna make my dough. Gotta take care of my kids. Handlebars, handle my beers. I beat this and beers. I would never tell no veil. Spit, but I wear no bibs. Nigga try to take my flow. Who the hell you think he is? I just wanna make my dough. Gotta take care of my kids. Just hopped off the plane, dropped the flop out the game. Insane in the pain, yeah. Niggas know my name, yeah. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now. What about you, bro? Everybody walking like me now. Everybody talking like me now. Everybody who they wanna be now.
And one by one they fall. Black-hearted evil, brave-hearted hero. I am all I am, all I am. I am. Here we go, buddy, here we go, buddy, here we go, here we go, buddy, here we go. Go ahead and try to see through me, do it if you dare. One step forward, two steps back, I'm here. Can you see all of me? 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 Walk into my mystery, step inside and walk for dear life. Do you remember me? Capture you and set you free. I am all of me. I am. see all of me? Can you see all of me? Walk into my mystery. Step inside and walk for dear life. Do you remember me? Capture you and set you free. I am all of me. I everyone, everywhere, anyhow, anyway, anywhere, any day. I am everyone, everywhere, anyhow, anyway, anywhere, any day. I am. Can you see all of me? Walk into my mystery. Step inside and walk inside. Do you remember me? Capture you and set you free. I am all of me. I am.
Right, forgot to mention, we don't do raids here. We just kind of end the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by, though. Twitch viewers, Kick viewers, YouTube Shorts viewers, YouTube horizontal viewers, and Kick viewers, and VOD watchers. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I will see you next time. Peace out, and take care.